In this video, I'll show you how to highlight every second row without using a table. And make sure you hit subscribe to my channel for more content. Okay, so basically we've got this table here, which I've already formatted to be highlighted every second row. And that's what I want to show you how to do now. Okay, so I've just reverted that back to a plain old table showing a first name, surname, and full name. Now, I want each of these second rows to be highlighted. And what a lot of people would do is simply go through and highlight like so. Now it's going to be a tedious job, especially if you've got hundreds or potentially even thousands of entries. And it's also going to cause problems because what happens if you need to, for instance, insert a new row? Now all of a sudden you've got this sort of situation. So it's not ideal. So how do we go about doing that? Okay, we can use a quick formula to do this. Now I'm just going to show you this. Let me highlight these rows. I go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so we've got those selections highlighted. Now what I want to do is go into conditional formatting and new rule. You got a whole bunch of options here. You want to click that bottom one there, which is use a formula to determine which cells to format. And you can type the formula in here. And the formula that I'm going to apply is mod row 2 equals 0. And then we can change the format. So I'll just make it that color. And there we have every second row is now highlighted. Now, why did that formula work? So for this formula or this conditional formatting, we're really applying two different functions, and that is mod and row. Mod stands for modulo operation, which is basically taking one number, dividing it by another number, and the answer would be the remaining figure. So as an example, if I was to divide 11 by 2, mod would equal 1, because there would still be 1 left over after 10 divided by 2, plus 1 would take you back to the 11. So that's basically the modulo operation. The row function in this formula is, because I haven't got anything inside those brackets, it's basically talking about the row that we are currently in. So in this case, where my cursor is, it is row 4. Now, dividing row 4 by 2 would equal 0, in which case this formula is true. So because it is true, the conditional formatting is true, and therefore that row is going to be highlighted. Likewise, row 5, mod row 5, so 5 divided by 2, does not equal 0, it equals 1. Hence, that row is not highlighted. So if I wanted to change this, where I didn't like that the row 4 was highlighted, but row 5 wasn't, let's say I wanted it the other way around. So what I can do there is once again, take that selection, go back into conditional formatting, and this time I'm just managing the rules because it's an existing rule. And if I want to change that to 1, now what happens? Because I've changed that formula to 1, now all of a sudden every odd numbered row is highlighted. So that's how the mod row formula works. Make sure you hit subscribe below for more content.